What's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to talk about Victims, which was just recently finally released on DVD and Blu-ray, starring Katharine Isabelle.
Meeting my icon, Katharine Isabelle, here.
Lindsay and Spencer are a typical young couple, but their lives are changed forever after a violent home invasion. Now Lindsay finds herself a prisoner in her own home as her husband tortures the men responsible. And yeah, I've been waiting a while, to see this movie. If you guys didn't know, I am a big fan of the work of Katharine Isabelle. I mean, Ginger Snaps could very well be my favorite horror movie of all time. I love the prequel. I thought Ginger Snaps 2 is a decent follow-up, but not enough Katharine Isabelle, right? Of course, obvious ones like American Mary and everything. I also love another flick of hers that never really got as much exposure as it deserved, Turning Page. I could go on and on. She's my all-time favorite actress. I'm not exaggerating. She has been for years. I had the pleasure of meeting her back at a Flashback HorrorCon in Chicago in 2017. There's our photo up there. I have the printed version at a very center point in my room. It's just not on the camera here, but there's the photo there. And she was just awesome in person, really receptive and conversational and everything. And I'm going to follow her until the day I die. So that's pretty much where I'm at with, with Katie Isabelle there. And Victims. I was absolutely thrilled to find out this was finally coming out. Because as far as I knew, it had only aired at, festivals years ago when it was first made and everything. It hadn't gotten a physical release until now, which I did not know was coming. All of a sudden I look and holy shit. So of course I got the Blu-ray. I mean, the Blu-ray case is a little funky. I mean, I don't remember last time I seen one of this as Blu-ray discount like that, but it looks good. And I'm just very grateful because I've been dying to see this movie of hers for a while because came out back around 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. And I just had no way to see it, and it's been, bugging me for a while. And I gotta say, I think it's a very good film. Thought-provoking, though, because it basically takes the home invasion setup. She also did another home invasion type movie called Torment, which is pretty decent. But this one is, this is a totally different beast here. It takes the home invasion format and kind of turns it on its head, really, and I like how they played with that. Her character is very traumatized, and the different perspective the premise ends up going on, I thought was thought-provoking. It doesn't, I won't say it, directly asks you to sympathize or especially side with the people who originally did what they did to her and her husband, her especially. And I can see someone even just straight through the whole movie, saying, "Oh yeah, her husband should keep doing what he's doing," And there's argument, did they need to keep it going for however long he does or whatever, torturing the men, the one that directly did what he did to her, and then the rest of his crew and such. Yes, they deserve it, but it really puts you in that kind of moral perspective and makes you think a lot about it. But don't worry, every character pretty much gets what's coming to him in this movie, one way or the other. And it's the fact that she's also chained up as well, so you end up getting to explore the very kind of skewed perspective that her husband has, and not just of them, but, other things that end up unraveling because of, the situation they're both put through. And, I gotta say, Christian Campbell, I'm gonna talk about Katharine Isabelle every minute in this video, but Christian Campbell, who played her husband Spencer, did a very good job as well. Julian Richings also has a role in this. He wasn't in it as much as I would like, but he was still a good actor to have in this. A lot of you may know him as Death, the original Death from Supernatural. So he just fits this kind of thing like a glove. And the whole cast is pretty seamless as well. I didn't really think there was a weak link. And now Katharine Isabelle herself, like I said, she's my all-time favorite actress. I was dying to meet her. I was absolutely honored to do so. A couple years ago, I hope to run to her convention at some point again. And this may be, this is, I think, one of her very best performances. Katharine Isabelle is absolutely excellent in this. Just portraying every single aspect of her character's, broken psyche and everything she has to deal with and adjust to. It's very heartbreaking. It feels very relatable, tragic, very real, very raw and grounded, as is the whole movie in general. So yeah, I honestly love the movie, and I don't want to spoil it for you because, like I said, this movie just now got a physical release, so I assume a lot of you haven't seen it either. But I'll say the film almost drifts into danger of becoming like kind of an expected thriller by the end of the movie, but it gives you some engagement of that sort. But then it kind of stirs that a little bit and gives you a very fitting conclusion that feels unique to the way they approach the movie throughout the rest of the runtime. So I was actually pretty satisfied by the end of it. At first, I thought they were going to leave it off on a completely frustrating note, but they didn't, and then they really made it feel real to the characters that we had seen, been put through shit in the movie. Her especially, very good arc for her character. And I don't know if it was just me, I really hope it wasn't. But like I said, Ginger Snaps is probably my all-time favorite horror movie. My all-time favorite role of hers is, Ginger Fitzgerald. I gotta say, there were some shots of her in this movie, especially some close-ups, where they had her face in the shadow a little bit, and she'd be talking, maybe smiling or laughing a little bit. And the way they shot it and the lighting and such, I swear they're trying to emulate or parallel, certain shots of her when she was playing Ginger in the original and the prequel especially. And if so, I think that's cool. If not, hey, I'm still getting kicked out of it either way. But yeah, I thought this movie is excellent, and it stuns me that what has like a 6.4 average out of 10 on IMDb. The 2 reviews it has on IMDb, let me see. Does it have any reviews on IMDb? I don't know. But I think it was Amazon or something. I was actually seeing there were 2 reviews, and it was like 2-star reviews and such. It's bullshit. This is a very, very good film. If you're a fan of Katharine Isabelle, it's like the pinnacle of what you'll see from her performance-wise. To me, it rivals, if not eclipses, what she did in American Mary, and that's saying a lot. But yeah, so this is very, very good. I highly recommend you check it out. Please buy a copy. Tweet at Katharine, Katharine Isabelle Project, how much you liked it. She deserves all the credit in the world. She's a very, very kind and awesome person. So yeah, let me guys thought about Victims if you've seen it. If I had to rate it, I'm giving it an A, easily. Probably somewhere along like a 92, 96%, somewhere in there. I just thought this gave me everything I wanted and more from another Katharine Isabelle movie. So yeah, let me guys follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.